Good morning, my beautiful soul. You woke up for a reason today, and that reason is life itself whispering your name. The sun rose for you, the earth turned for you, the air waits patiently, gentle and alive, ready to fill your lungs with new beginnings. Isn't that miraculous? You are here, breathing, present, and that alone is something to celebrate. You don't need to fix anything before you feel grateful. You don't need to wait until life is perfect to give thanks. Gratitude is what makes life perfect. Take a deep, loving breath with me. Inhale peace, exhale yesterday. Feel your body soften, your shoulders relax, your heart open just a little more. Every breath is the universe saying, I'm not finished blessing you. Each morning isn't a repetition, it's a rebirth. This moment, right now, is a sacred beginning. Thank you, universe, for this wonderful day. When I say those words, I'm not denying the challenges that may lie ahead. I'm declaring my willingness to see blessings even within them. Gratitude doesn't wait for the conditions to be right. Gratitude makes the conditions right. The moment you say thank you, you shift your vibration from resistance to receptivity, from fear to faith. Every morning is a garden. The soil of your mind is soft and fertile, ready for new seeds. What you plant here, your thoughts, your words, your energy, will grow all day long. If you plant worry, you will harvest stress. If you plant gratitude, you will harvest joy. The choice is yours, and every sunrise is another chance to plant something beautiful. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel your body supported by the bed, the floor, the chair, by life itself. Feel the air moving in and out, the rhythm that has carried you through every night of your life. This, my dear, is grace in motion. Life doesn't owe you proof to be beautiful. It is beautiful. The sky does not need your permission to turn blue. The light doesn't need your belief to shine. Everything is already working in your favor. You only need to notice. Gratitude is awareness. It is the decision to see with the eyes of love. It doesn't erase your pain. It transforms your relationship with it. The more you thank life, the more clearly you see that there was never anything missing. Even in the hardest moments, there was breath, there was strength, there was you. Take another deep breath. Whisper softly, I open my heart to this new day. I am alive, and that is enough reason to be grateful. Feel that truth settle into your chest. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are here, and that is holy. When you wake up with gratitude, you give life permission to meet you with grace. It's as if the universe leans closer and says, you're awake to love now. I can show you more of it. And it does. The traffic moves differently. Conversations soften. Small blessings appear where you least expect them. Gratitude rewires your energy, and your energy rewires your experience. If you ever doubt how powerful gratitude is, think of the Sunday. It rises every day, not because the world is perfect, but because light cannot help but shine. You are that light. Gratitude is how you remember. It's how you turn your own sunrise back on. Now, let's go a little deeper. Notice what happens inside you when you say thank you. Your breath slows, your body relaxes, Your mind quiets. Gratitude is peace disguised as a word. It's not just an emotion, it's a vibration that tells every cell in your body you are safe, you are supported. When you live in gratitude, your heart becomes a magnet for miracles. Even science agrees, gratitude changes your brain. It activates regions associated with empathy, joy, and creativity. Your immune system strengthens, your sleep improves, your energy rises. Gratitude is medicine for the body and the soul. When you choose it each morning, you are choosing healing, balance, and harmony. You might ask, but how can I be grateful when I'm still waiting for things to change? And I say that's when gratitude is most powerful. Gratitude in the waiting is faith. Gratitude in the unknown is courage. Gratitude when it hurts is love in its highest form. Every thank you you whisper during difficult times becomes a bridge between where you are and where you want to be. This morning, don't just think gratitude, feel it. Let it rise through you like warm sunlight. Let it touch your memories, your fears, your dreams. Let it wash through every corner of your being until there's no room left for lack, only love. You don't need to list everything. Start with one thing, one small, sacred thing. The way the air feels, the quiet hum of life outside your window, the miracle of your breath. Gratitude is never measured by quantity, only by sincerity. You are never truly alone when you are grateful. Gratitude connects you to everything, to the sky, to the trees, to people you've never met, to the flow of all that is. You begin to feel how loved you've always been, how guided, how supported. The more you thank, the more you receive proof that you were never forgotten. Each morning, life gives you a gift, a new beginning wrapped in light. Open it gently, whisper, thank you. That small act realigns your entire being with the rhythm of the universe. Because the universe is always giving, always blessing, always loving. It just waits for you to notice. Now, let's breathe together one last time before we move forward. Inhale the light of this new day, hold it for a moment, and exhale every story that no longer serves you. Feel how calm the morning becomes when you do that. The stillness around you is not emptiness, it's space being made for new blessings to arrive. As you rise and move through your day, carry these words like a melody in your heart. The more I thank life, the more life gives me to thank for. Let gratitude be your first thought, your first word, your first energy. You don't have to chase happiness when you are grateful. Happiness finds you naturally. And as the morning unfolds, remember this simple truth. You are the co-creator of your experience. Gratitude is the steering wheel. It turns your focus from what's missing to what's miraculous. It brings you back home to yourself. So, my dear, before we continue, take a moment to smile. Let this smile be your silent thank you to life for everything that is, everything that was, and everything that is coming, because it's all working for your good. Now that your heart is open and your energy is aligned, let's take the next step together. In the following part, we will speak words of power, morning practice of gratitude and renewal that will anchor this feeling deep within you and set the tone for a day filled with love, peace, and divine guidance. One thing so many people misunderstand about gratitude is that they treat it like a reaction, something to feel after life gets better, after the blessing arrives, after the storm passes. But my dear, gratitude is not a reaction. Gratitude is creation. It's not what happens once life improves. It's what causes life to improve. When you understand that, you'll never wait for things to be perfect again before you say thank you. You'll begin to thank life into perfection. What you focus on grows. Those 5 words hold a universe of truth. Whatever you give your attention to, whether joy or pain, love or fear, expands. It's like watering a garden. You can't water weeds and expect flowers to bloom. So this morning, choose to water what you want to grow. Choose to focus on love, on peace, on beauty, on the quiet miracle of simply being alive. When you focus on joy, joy multiplies. When you focus on love, love finds you. When you focus on gratitude, blessings come rushing toward you in ways you could never plan. Energy is alive. It responds to what you broadcast. Gratitude is the highest signal you can send. It tells the universe, I am ready for more of this good. I recognize the gift. And the universe, always listening, always faithful, says, here, have more. Take a deep breath right now and think of 3 small things that make you smile. The softness of your pillow, the taste of your morning tea, the fact that your heart never forgets to beat. Write them down if you can. This simple act is one of the most powerful rituals you will ever practice. It may look small, but it reshapes your entire vibration. When you write what you are grateful for, you don't just list, you feel. Feel the warmth of that moment. Feel the life in that blessing. Let your thank you not be mechanical, but alive. Because when your words carry emotion, they carry energy, and energy is what the universe responds to. This is what I call the law of growth. Your focus is the sunlight that decides which parts of your life bloom. If you keep returning to thoughts of scarcity, you feed lack. But when you turn your attention to what's working, to what's beautiful, to what's possible, you give it power to grow. Gratitude is not naive, it is intelligent. It chooses to fertilize the good. It understands that light doesn't deny darkness, it transforms it. You can test this law right now. Spend 1 minute thinking about everything that frustrates you, and you'll feel your energy contract. Now spend 1 minute thinking about what you love, what you appreciate, what you're thankful for immediately. Your body expands, your heart softens, your breathing slows. That is the vibration of creation. That is gratitude in motion. But I know, my love, that it's not always easy. Gratitude is simple, yes, but not always effortless. Because life will challenge you. People will disappoint you. There will be mornings when you wake up heavy, when your mind feels full of clouds, and your heart forgets what the sun feels like. And in those moments, gratitude will ask for courage. Gratitude is most powerful when life is hardest, when everything seems to be falling apart, when nothing makes sense. That is the sacred moment when gratitude can save you. It doesn't deny the pain, it dignifies it. It doesn't erase the darkness, it brings a candle to it. Saying thank you in the middle of difficulty is not weakness, it's mastery. It's your soul saying, I see there's more happening here than my eyes can understand, but I trust it's working for my good. When my own life was at its lowest point, I began each morning with one small prayer. Thank you, life, for this chance to grow. Some days, that was all I could say. But even those 3 words began to change my reality. Gratitude doesn't need grand gestures. It needs sincerity. It's not about pretending to be happy. It's about saying, I will look for the lesson, even here. Every heartbreak, every illness, every loss can become a sacred teacher when seen through the lens of gratitude. You see, gratitude in hard times is a declaration of faith. It tells the universe that you trust its order, even when you don't understand it. It tells your soul that you are stronger than your circumstances. It tells your heart that love still lives within you, no matter what is happening around you. Try this practice. The next time something feels difficult, stop for a moment, take a breath, and whisper, thank you for showing me what I need to release. That one sentence turns suffering into insight. It moves you from victimhood to empowerment. It aligns you with healing, because what you thank, you transcend. And I promise you this, every time you practice gratitude in hardship, your light grows brighter. Every time you choose to thank instead of complain, you rise above the energy that once held you down. You stop being controlled by external chaos and start becoming a calm presence within it. Gratitude becomes your spiritual immunity, protecting you from despair. Now let's make it practical, because gratitude, to be powerful, must become a habit. Gratitude is a daily conversation with the universe. You and life are in a relationship, and like any relationship, it thrives on appreciation. The more you notice the good, the more good shows up. So here are 5 simple ways to practice gratitude throughout your day. Small sacred rituals that will change everything if you let them. In the morning, before you even touch your phone or step out of bed, whisper, thank you. Thank the bed that held you, the air that fills you, the day that awaits you. These words create your frequency. If you begin with gratitude, the rest of the day will rise to meet that vibration. At mealtime, pause before you eat. Look at your food, the colors, the smells, the textures. Say thank you to the earth, to the sun, to the hands that prepared it, to the energy that sustains you. Eating with gratitude turns nourishment into communion. During work or study, when you feel stressed or pressured, stop and say, thank you for my mind. Thank you for my ability to learn, to create, to contribute. Gratitude transforms obligation into opportunity. It reminds you that work is not a punishment, it's a privilege. When you interact with others, silently bless them. Even if someone is difficult, send them love in your thoughts. Gratitude teaches us to see beyond behavior and into souls. Every person is a mirror, showing you something about yourself. Thank them for that reflection. And before sleep, close your eyes and list 3 things that made you smile today. They don't have to be grand. Maybe it was a kind word, a moment of laughter, a song that found you at the right time. As you fall asleep in gratitude, your subconscious absorbs it, and your dreams become lighter. You begin to wake up already peaceful. These practices are simple, but they are sacred. Gratitude is not a task. It's a rhythm, a way of living in partnership with the universe. When you make it your habit, you'll see that even on the hardest days, there's always something to love. Remember, you are not thanking life because everything is perfect. You are thanking life because you are becoming aware of its perfection, even in its imperfections. You are learning to see through the eyes of the soul, not the fears of the ego. So take a moment right now, wherever you are, and place your hand on your heart. Breathe deeply. Whisper softly, I trust that every experience is working for my highest good. Feel how your energy shifts immediately. That sentence is your key to peace. It unlocks a frequency where miracles can find you. My dear, gratitude is not about ignoring the storm. It's about remembering the sky behind it. It's not about avoiding pain. It's about embracing growth. Life is not against you. Life is responding to you. And when you choose gratitude, especially when it's hard, you tell life, I am ready to receive more love, more wisdom, more light. Everything expands under appreciation. Everything heals under love. You don't need to fix your life. You need to bless it. You don't need to chase happiness. You need to notice it. Gratitude doesn't change the facts, but it changes you, and you change the world by the way you see it. So let's return once more to this truth. What you focus on grows. If you spend your days finding things to thank, your life will overflow with reasons to smile. You'll find that gratitude isn't something you do, it's something you become. There's one more truth about gratitude that will change the way you think forever. Gratitude is not a reaction, it's a vibration. It's not something you do after life gets better. It's the reason life gets better. When you learn to live in that vibration, everything, absolutely everything, begins to transform. You see, gratitude turns simple things into miracles. That's not a metaphor, it's a spiritual law. The moment you start appreciating the little things, the universe expands to meet that frequency. A small home filled with laughter is wealthier than a mansion built on fear. A warm cup of tea in the quiet of the morning is luxury. A single kind word from a friend is divine abundance. When your heart is awake with gratitude, you realize you've been rich all along. Life becomes extraordinary not because it gives you more, but because you start seeing more. Gratitude polishes your eyes so that what once looked ordinary now glows. You begin to see how deeply you've always been supported by the breath that never left you, by the body that carried you through storms, by love that waited patiently inside you while you were busy searching for it elsewhere. Everything you once overlooked becomes sacred. The sound of rain, the warmth of sunlight, the smile of a stranger. These are not background details, they are love letters from the universe. Gratitude teaches you to read them. Gratitude turns awareness into worship. It says, this is enough, and because it's enough, I am free. And then comes the great revelation. The richest people are not those with the most possessions. They are those who notice the most blessings. Gratitude makes you wealthy in the only currency that matters, peace. When you feel gratitude deeply, your energy becomes soft, receptive, magnetic. The world feels safer because your heart is open. You stop measuring life in numbers and start measuring it in moments. You stop chasing and start receiving. Let's pause right here. Take a deep breath and place your hand on your chest. Feel that steady rhythm. That is abundance. You didn't earn that heartbeat, it's grace. Every beat says, you are alive, you are loved, you are safe. The mind will always ask for more, but the heart knows that everything it needs is already here. Now, my dear, let's go even deeper into the spiritual truth of gratitude. The universe loves a grateful heart. Every thank you whisper sends a vibration across time and space, saying, I am open. The universe recognizes that vibration instantly because it's the same frequency that created the stars. Gratitude is the original language of the cosmos. You don't need to shout your prayers or force your manifestations. You simply need to feel thankfulness as if what you desire has already arrived. When you are grateful, you are not just appreciating, you are aligning. You are stepping into the same flow that makes trees grow, tides move, and planets spin. You become one with the rhythm of creation. That's why people who live in gratitude seem lucky. They aren't lucky, they're in tune. Their gratitude puts them in the current of abundance, and life carries them forward effortlessly. Every time you say, thank you, you harmonize with divine intelligence. You become a conscious participant in the miracle of existence. The more grateful you are, the easier it is for blessings to find you, not because you're earning them, but because you're finely tuned to receive them. Say this softly with me. I am one with the flow of life. I am supported by the universe in every way. Let those words move from your mind into your heart. Imagine them lighting up inside you like soft golden light. That is your connection to Source. That is how you remember that you are never separate, never alone. You don't have to struggle to make life work. You don't have to force what's already flowing. You just have to return to thankfulness. Because when you are grateful, you are at peace, and peace is the proof of faith. Gratitude doesn't demand, it trusts. It doesn't chase, it allows. It doesn't fear, it knows. And here's one more secret that will change your perspective forever. Gratitude doesn't just change your circumstances. It changes who you are in the midst of them. When you live in thankfulness, you become lighter. You stop reacting. You start responding. You stop seeing obstacles as punishment and start seeing them as invitations. Gratitude makes you spiritually mature. It turns you from a worrier into a creator, from a seeker into a receiver. The next time you find yourself comparing or complaining, pause and breathe. Ask yourself, what can I thank life for in this moment? There is always something, always. The ability to breathe, the lesson you're learning, the love that shaped you, the chance to start again. Gratitude doesn't need perfection, it needs awareness. And awareness is the doorway to grace. Now, Let's talk about the inner sunrise. The real dawn isn't happening in the sky, it's happening in your heart. Each morning, as you wake, imagine the sun rising inside your chest. With every breath in, light fills your being. With every breath out, love flows into the world. This is what gratitude feels like, an internal sunrise that never sets. Close your eyes and imagine that golden light spreading through you, warming your thoughts, your emotions, your memories. Feel it dissolving worry, melting resistance, softening every place within you that's been cold or afraid. That light is you remembering your truth, that all is well, that you are enough, that you are loved beyond measure. Gratitude is the bridge between your humanity and your divinity. It's the moment you remember that life is not happening to you, it's happening through you, for you, and with you. You are not separate from the universe. You are an expression of it. Gratitude is how you return to that knowing. So, as you sit here in this sacred morning stillness, whisper with me, I am thankful for this breath, for this moment, for this life. I am open to the blessings that are already mine. And remember, my dear, gratitude doesn't end when the meditation does. It continues as you walk, as you speak, as you live. Let every step be a silent thank you. Let every interaction be an offering of appreciation. Gratitude is not something you practice for 5 minutes. It's something you become for a lifetime. You will begin to see that every day is a gift. Every person, a messenger. Every sunrise, a second chance. And as your awareness expands, you will find yourself smiling for no reason because you finally remembered the truth. Life has been loving you all along. Before we close, I want you to take one last deep, gentle breath and let these words wash over your heart. When I say thank you, I am saying I trust you. Life. That's the essence of morning gratitude trust. Trust that every breath you take is on purpose. Trust that every challenge is a lesson wrapped in love. Trust that this day, this moment, right here, is sacred. You see, every morning you awaken, life gives you the power to choose again, to choose peace over fear, faith over doubt, gratitude over resistance. The morning is not just another routine. It's your daily reset, the quiet space where your soul whispers, let's begin again. When you open your eyes and say, thank you, you are doing more than speaking, you are creating. You are aligning your vibration with the rhythm of the universe. Gratitude is not just a feeling you wait for. It is a conscious act of spiritual power. It says, I trust that everything unfolding is for my highest good. It says, I may not know how, but I know I am supported. It says, I release control and choose peace. Every thank you is a seed of transformation. It tells the universe, I see the beauty in what I have, and I am ready for more. Every time you say those words, you change the chemistry of your body and the frequency of your life. You begin to glow differently, to walk differently, to speak differently. Gratitude is not passive, it's creative. It reshapes your reality from the inside out. The more you thank, the more you receive. The more you appreciate, the more you attract. Because gratitude and abundance are twins, they live together in the same house. So as we come to the end of this beautiful morning together, let your heart whisper this truth. Thank you, universe, for this wonderful day. I am blessed, I am guided, and all is well in my world. Say it out loud if you can. Feel how your energy softens the moment those words leave your lips. This is not a hope, it is a declaration. You are declaring that you are no longer chasing peace. You are embodying it. You are no longer waiting for life to give you permission to feel grateful. You are giving gratitude permission to guide your life. And now, my dear, if your heart feels even a little lighter than when we began, take a moment to share that light. Write in the comments, "Thank you, universe." Let those 3 simple words ripple outward. Tell the world what you're grateful for this morning, not because life is perfect, but because you are present. When you share your gratitude, you are multiplying it. You are adding your light to the collective sunrise of this planet. Remember, your gratitude matters. It is powerful. It heals. It inspires. You have the ability to shift not only your own energy, but the energy of those around you. Every thank you you speak becomes a silent blessing carried into the world. So go forward into this day with peace in your mind and love in your heart. Let gratitude lead your steps. Let it color your words. Let it hold your hand through everything that comes. Because when you live with gratitude, you are walking with grace, and grace will never let you fall. This is your new beginning. This is your sacred morning, and the universe is smiling, whispering, "You did it. You remembered.